I'm making this small explanation of the web app that is being built up in Flask. So let me jump to Atom. If you have been doing Flask or any other similar frameworks, then you know that there are templates which has the HTML templates, and there is these Python files. When I look at the whole code of this app, it has got two Python files, app.py and global.py. Global.py is empty, and also soft.py. Soft.py is kind of an admin area which we might not expose to uh, in the main app. So this has been kept different. I'm going to come back to that. So this is the core thing where all of our code lies. We start with importing Flask, and we import Flask, redirect, URL for request, render template, and session. Uh, Render template is a function that is used to render these HTML templates. Session is used in the login when we want to keep somebody logged in. Redirect, as the name suggests, redirects people from one page to other. The name of the app is Flask __ name. We're going to look at this later, but this is an object-oriented programming where it would get where we want to assign that. So we are then calling this Flask F capital, and remember that this F and small are tricky. I've been doing Python and they make variables like for all, search all with S capital and S small, and it's painful sometimes to make a differentiation out of that. But this F is capital and this F is capital. Then you have SMTP, this is to send emails. You have SQLite, which is the database, and you have bin ASCII, which is binary to S. It's like used in encryption. Okay, then we say, then we are also importing from crypto.cipher. We are importing AES. We can talk about that, but you should know a very basic of asymmetric encryption. But we can delve into that later. So AES is symmetric cipher, and it's symmetrical encryption. We'll talk about the difference between symmetrical and asymmetrical encryption some different time. Okay, this is our file database.sqlite. If you see on the left, it's stored here. Then you define a global variable, global FID, which is going to be used in all of this app throughout from starting till the end. This is our secret key to access the database if we were to, because we don't want somebody getting our hands on this this database and accessing that. Then we have two function, encryption and decryption. It's a symmetric function. Object is aes.new, this is this. S1 R justified, it's string function. 16 comma object encrypt var binary to bthex and return bound. So it's like an encryption and decryption where you want to encrypt and decrypt when we send data. So when we encrypt, we get a BAR format. When we decrypt, we get again UX. We do some stripping off of things here and there, like commas and everything, if they exist during the password. So, and this all is coming from this AES encryption and decryption. So in the grand scheme of things, when we want to pass data from here one point to the other, we have to encrypt it. So this is the encrypt and the decrypt. So till now we did not talk about any page. We just looked at the library, and we did not do anything yet. Okay, moving ahead. Whenever we want to create a root, or what happens if somebody open the home page, it's the home page by slash, or if somebody opens slash and puts any string like slash xxx, then what would that happen? So if somebody tries to do that, it's going to take him back to the home page. It's going to push in two variables, session equal to session and text equal to name. Let's go and see what's happening inside this home page, because this is going to be rendered when somebody says. Let's see what does rendering mean in terms. So this app is running, and if I were to open it, I have to find out the port. So this app is running on localhost 5000. So it shows up. What it said is that if I do something like this, still shows up. Whatever I do at the end, it still shows up. Does it use this thing in rendering the page? Let's see. Slash name. Yeah, it says text equal to name. Let's find out what's going to be. Yeah, here. Let's see. So why downright? So this goes as an input, and these are all the arguments that goes passed along in this rendering template. Let's see how the homepage.html is built off. So the homepage has got some style sheets. They have used Bootstrap theme and Bootstrap theme, and that's the title. The thing where it starts using Django. Whenever you see these two curly brackets, that's where it starts using Django. So you write these two curly bracket and you write URL underscore for forget password, URL underscore for, and sign up. And this is the link. Let's see if we can make sense here. Forgot password, forgot sign up. So this is the URL. You see here on the down right of my screen here, it shows forget password and forgot sign up. So that is that that URL that is being created. We are going to see if we can search that. So that's the only thing that we are rendered. Yeah, the other thing that we are going to render is when somebody puts in a password. So that would come from group, label for, style, input ID, placeholder. Let's also see if we have a session. We don't have a session here in home page. So the only two buttons are created, this and label for, input ID, that is the password, and let me go back and see what is the other, and the username. So this is the placeholder, username, and placeholder password, and this is the division form group. So this whole acts as one form, and you have the name of the form is form group. This comes from the CSS. Input password, it is the label for here, and username and password, and this academic portal. So these are the two things that are used to render. And then we have the checkbox, if text, and that's again Python, and if. So if text enter, then welcome message, and make it red. So if this text exists, then make it put that text here on the down. If you remember, this was the thing in the red. So let me go back. You have to like things are flowing back and forth, so you have to keep a little bit of a watch. Remember this text that went into the argument as a name, and if this text is there, put here as the text. So that is being rendered through Python inside here. Okay, so that was a very simple introduction. In the next video we are going to move down and see what happens here.